Hello everybody and welcome back to Certifact Collectibles. This is another episode of First Appearance of the Week. This is Wednesday, January 15th, 2025. We'll be giving you all the first appearance in your comic shops today. Now this week we got a super light video for you guys. 2 first appearances, 3 honorable mentions, so only 5 titles all to go through, but there's definitely a couple books in there to consider for your collection. So let's go ahead and get started for the first appearance of the week, beginning January 17th, 2025. First up from DC Comics, New Gods number 2. This features the first appearance of Kraka-Tor. Now we mention this every week, anytime there's a first appearance of a new character in a DC comic, these are definitely going to be a little more speculative than first appearance in Marvel Comics, just because, DC doesn't really have the same cinematic power that Marvel Disney has. It's a little tougher for them to get these characters that are introducing in the comics into the mainstream in front of fans and collectors. So they really have to rely on good storytelling and word of mouth to get these characters to be important and get collectors to want to actually pick up these books and hold on to them long term. Now, with DC Comics also more so than Marvel Comics, it's really important into which title these characters are being introduced. This character, Kraka-Tor, is being introduced into the New Gods title series. This series isn't necessarily one of DC's stronger or more heavily collected titles, so this character is going to be a little more speculative as to his importance in the DCU. But like we always tell you guys, for $3 or $4 it might be worth the spec. If they actually do something important with this character, this is a book you're going to want to own for $2 or $3. You're not going to want to chase it down years later for a lot more money. So pick this here up for a spec if you can. If you can't, put it in your B-list and take a look at it later on. Next up from Marvel Comics, Spirits of Vengeance number 5. This features a possible first cameo appearance of the Spirit of Violence. This also features the first meeting of Ghost Rider 2009 and Ghost Riders Blaze and Catch. Now, since this is a possible first cameo, you definitely want to get confirmation that this is the first appearance of the Spirit of Violence before you pick this one up. If this is not the first cameo, then this is one you can probably skip on. And like we have mentioned in the past, first cameo appearances are not necessarily as important or heavily collected as first full appearances. And the fact that this is a possible first cameo, this one here, like I said, definitely get confirmation that this is the first cameo. But once again, you may want to wait for the first full appearance on this character instead of the cameo anyway. With all that being said though, if you do get confirmation that this is the first cameo, still may be worth picking up. For $3 or $4, could still be sitting on a huge winner here if this character goes big. So grab this one here if you can. And now for the honorable mentions. From Image Comics, G.I. Joe number 3. In the solicitation, it states Cobra hunts a venomous new ally. It doesn't say this is the first appearance of a new character, it just says Cobra hunts a venomous new ally. If this here is the first appearance of a new character in the G.I. Joe series, this is one you definitely want to pick up. The G.I. Joe franchise is still hugely collected, has a huge fan base and collector base. Anytime they introduce a new character, these are books you definitely want to own. Like I said, the solicitation doesn't really state that this is a new character, just that he hunts a venomous new ally. So definitely get a confirmation that this is a new character before you pick this one up. If it's not, probably not really all that important to own, but if it is a new character, pick this up for your collection. Next up from DC Comics, Green Lantern Fractured Spectrum number 1. This issue introduces the Fractal Lanterns, beings that manifest uncontrolled parts of the emotional spectrum. Now this one here, we really don't know how important this is going to be. We really don't know anything about these beings here, and the fact that they manifest some sort of uncontrolled parts of the emotional spectrum, don't really have any idea what that means. So this one here, definitely going to be speculative, but the fact that they are introducing these new beings here, these Fractal Lanterns, this one here still may be worth picking up. The Green Lantern franchise does still have a huge fan base and collector base. Like I said, don't know how important these Fractal Lanterns are going to be. If they do something important with these characters, or bring these characters onto the small screen or big screen, collectors will definitely race back to the secondary market and trying to find this book. I do believe this will probably be under-collected, undersold when it comes out, so there's not going to be a lot of them out there in the future. So if this does go big, you're definitely sitting on a winner if you pick this up. But if you pick it up, goes nowhere, you're out a couple dollars. So definitely speculative, but it may be worth the risk. Grab this here for a spec if you can. If you can't, put in your B-list and take a look at it later on. And lastly, from Marvel Comics, Ultimate Wolverine number 1. This here is the premiere issue of Ultimate Wolverine. Don't really have to tell you guys anything about the Ultimate series from Marvel Comics. Hugely popular. That series has been a big win. A lot of collectors love that series. A lot of fans love that series. Collectors are definitely picking up these premiere issues and holding on to them, so you don't want to be the one that misses out. So this is one we definitely think you should pick up for your collection. So there you have the 5 titles that we have for you guys this week. Very short week, but definitely some books in there to pick up for your collection. Please feel free to drop some comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certifact Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.